how you really feel, how you really feel.
Good morning, Maple Shade.
And welcome to Wednesday's edition of Wildcat News. Today is Wednesday, June 13th, and it's an A-Day. Stay tuned for all the announcements under the clip from Senior Memory Video. That's all coming right up, but as always, please stand for the flag salute.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Get ready, our lip dub will be during second period next Tuesday. Anyone who has signed up to perform, there will be a mandatory practice today after school. Please meet outside the main office. If you do not attend, you will not be able to participate. See Mrs. Condit with any questions.
Attention all seniors who painted their parking spot. All parking spots must be painted over with black paint by this Friday, June 15th. Failure to do so will result obligation and impact walking at graduation. Please see Mr. Thompson or Mrs. James with any questions.
Also for seniors, on Tuesday, June 19th from 12 p.m. to 2 p.m., we will be holding a yearbook/senior class scrapbooking party. You do not need to have purchased a yearbook to attend. We strongly encourage all seniors to attend. If you are planning on going, please bring in photos that become a permanent part of the senior class scrapbook. See Mrs. James or Mr. Thompson with any questions.
The senior class is holding the Kiss a Senior Goodbye fundraiser this week during lunches. For $1, you can purchase a small bag of Hershey Kisses with a personal message for a graduating senior that will be delivered this week. See Mrs. Thompson or Mrs. James with any questions.
The dance step team will be holding an interest meeting for next school year today, immediately after school in the A-Wing Computer Lab. The meeting is open to all boys and girls grades 7 to 11 interested in learning more about the team.
Attention junior high students, the new shipment for junior high yearbooks has arrived. Yearbooks will be distributed during fourth period lunches on Friday, June 15th. We have additional yearbooks available for $35. Please see Mrs. DeLuzio in the library with any questions.
And if you checked out a library book, they are due back by today.
Now, let's turn it over to Nick, who has what the lunch menu today.
What's happening, guys? We got turkey gobbler on a bread bowl. We got Wing King pizza, cheeseburger, chicken tendies. We got green beans, mashed potatoes, cranberry sauce, milk, and your fruit juice cup thing. Back to you guys in the studio.
Thanks, Nick.
Well, unfortunately, that's all the announcements we have for you today. But before we sign off, we're going to leave you with another clip from this year's Senior Memories video. Today's segment is, what is the stupidest thing you've gotten in trouble for? Let's take a look at some of our seniors' answers.
Well, the stupidest thing that I got in trouble for, in my opinion, which is not actually an opinion, which is actually a fact, is that I walked through the junior high because I needed to get to my class. Not in my class, my lunch period, because I was extremely hungry, okay? You know how I am with my food. And Miss Jones stops me, and she goes, "Why are you walking through here?" And I gave her my, my valid explanation, and she gives me 2 detentions. 2, not 1, 2, for walking through the junior high.
The dumbest thing I've gotten in trouble for was, I think it was sophomore year, I had too many lates, and then I ended up getting detention on my birthday for my lates.
Stupidest thing I gotten in trouble for, and has been multiple times, is laughing. How do you get in trouble for laughing?
Probably just getting dress coded for like normal looking shorts.
Walking out of school when I was late, looking at the entire line of late people and just saying, I could really go for some Wawa. Walking out of the school, then going to Wawa, walking back to school with my Wawa, and getting in trouble for leaving school.
So someone made this rumor that she stole something during senior trip, and they said that they were going to go down and get her in trouble and stuff, but like she didn't understand why, so I guess something had it out for her. So we all thought that we were going to get sent home because we're friends with her or whatever. So
we roomed with her
even though
also.
we didn't get in trouble, we really did think we were going to get in trouble for something we didn't even do.
Yeah.
Okay, so in 8th grade, our Six Flags trip, they told us we can make t-shirts, and they said we could wear tank tops. And me and my friends, we made these really cute tie-dyed tank tops. And then we came into school, and they yelled at us, and they made The first part of Six Flags, very sad for us because they told us we were going to get detention when we got back, and we did, and there was like 30 of us sitting in the detention room.
I'll try not to laugh.
Yes, it was very bad. We were, it was bad.
Laughing, because that's something I really can't control. If something's funny, I'm going to laugh.
Freshman year, Mr. Betta's class when we weren't allowed to leave the room at all, and it was just, yeah.
I almost got in trouble for walking into the junior high because I was still new here and I didn't know where to go.
Coughing when I had bronchitis. They said I was laughing during a test and they wrote me up.
I didn't necessarily do anything stupid, but in junior high, I think, I actually got in trouble. I got a detention for poking someone in the back of the head with a pencil.
I've gotten in trouble for like not having my planner and like using Slater and like Snoop and stuff like that.
I haven't really gotten in trouble, but most of the substitutes get mad at me because whenever they're like, well, did you do your work? And I hand them my worksheet, they look at me like with disdain. So, yeah.
So I didn't really get in trouble for this, but Mr. Webb and Miss Maxwell placed a fake hib on me, and at the time I was like crying because I didn't know it was a fake hib, and they no, but they placed this hib on me, so I was crying. It was like second period. I was in like 8th grade, and it was a bad time in my young life. And then like 5 minutes later, after they saw me cry and like freak out, they finally told me it was fake. So I placed one on them a couple weeks later.
The stupidest thing I probably got in trouble for was just laughing in class a lot.
Freshman year, I was in a class with freshmen and sophomores, and I was sitting in my seat back in the classroom, and then Haley Smalley was sitting right next to me, and then I had this crumpled piece of paper, so I'm like, oh, like, I'll mess with her, whatever. So, like, she's literally a foot away from me. I throw it at her. Mr. Mulgrave looks at me, and he's like, are you serious? Why would you do that? Blah, 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 blah. And so, class is done. He's like, Nick, stay after class. I gotta talk to you. So he's talking to me, and he's like, you have detention.
When me and John Perry, Chris Cloak, Kevin McGovern, we all got office detention for throwing an orange peel.
Okay, so it was junior year, and it was an English class, and we had this sub for Spees, and she was annoying, and I got up from my chair because she like asked me to do a packet that we had already done with Mr. Spees, so I told her that I wasn't going to do it. And so I got up, and when I got up, my chair moved a little bit, and she threatened to call the office because I apparently threw a desk across the room.